What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Leafs Chatter. Today, we're just going to go through the game yesterday. Maple Leafs against the Columbus Blue Jackets with a 2-1 win for the Leafs in overtime. I think we all kind of know I'm sure everyone watched the game, so we don't have to go too much into it in terms of the scoring aspect of things. Cowan got a huge goal for us. Um, to tie the game up. Wall pretty much stood on his head the entire game, which was the only reason why we won. And Willie closed it off in overtime. So we got a big 2 points there. I mean, we did have to go to overtime to get it. Was it the best game I've ever seen? No. Is that how I want to see the Maple Leafs play? Not one bit. But 2 points is 2 points. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. But I do think the Leafs got to be better. Like, I don't think it was a good game defensively or offensively for that matter. If it wasn't for Joseph Wall, we probably would have lost that game 5-1, 6-1. He stood on his head the entire time. So that's pretty much the only reason why we won that game. If it wasn't for Joseph Wall, we would have lost that game in regulation. So, yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to really say about that. Going forward, I think it was a smart idea to bench Michelli and Joshua just because they haven't been playing that good. And at least they haven't been playing, the way that we'd like them to. That's not what we brought them in for. We brought them in to point produce more Michelli than Joshua, but Joshua's also got to be a physical presence, which he hasn't been. Even though he's leading the league, the team in hits, he hasn't been the same. Like you look through highlights when he was with Vancouver, it's not even comparable. I did just hear a podcast. The Leafs Nation podcast is awesome. That's one of the only podcasts I really enjoy watching. The SDPN one's not too bad either, but Nick Alberga was saying that Dakota Joshua is continuously dealing with a like some sort of injury. It seems like he hurt something when he came back from his cancer treatment and he started playing, and it's kind of been lingering since, so it hasn't fully gone away, and he's not 100% right now. So I think if that is true, the Leafs should be giving him some time to recover, because we need him to play how he's supposed to play. We need him to play like Dakota Joshua. So I think that was a good move by Berube. Domi, he's a lot better on the wing, so I'm glad he put him on the wing, but I think we could all agree that Domi hasn't been playing that good either. I think it was due to like cap situations. They had to send Quillen down because they activated a couple guys. So I mean, I get why they had to leave him in there, but he didn't have a great game. It was definitely better than the games when he played at center, but it's still not what we want to see from Domi, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, overall it was an okay game. I mean, Nylander, although he pretty much won us the game in terms of he had 2 points, and he got the game winner. I still feel like he didn't play that good defensively, and I feel like Matthews is still a little bit off. I know he just came back, but we need to see more out of him for sure. I thought Wall played all right. Again, it's his first game back. He had a few games off, and we'll have to see what they end up doing. I mean, looking into it, they're probably not going to make money roster changes because they're on a road trip, unless they really have to. But I mean, you guys could sound off in the comments if you agree with me, but I feel like the fourth line with Yarncroke on it, or the third line, whatever they moved it to. I think they moved it to the third line last night. I didn't really like it. I thought Lawton played out pretty good. I thought Lorenz played all right. I just don't see how Yarncroke complements that line. I mean, Yarncroke's just a cardio merchant. He got 3 goals at the start of the season, and then he's pretty much been invisible since. I feel like that's an option. Like, if Blake clears and he goes to the Marlies, I feel like that gives you the option to call up Michael Pezzetta. Like, at the end of the day, if you're gonna have a person if you're gonna have Yarncroke play, and he's not gonna produce offensively, and he's gonna be mediocre defensively, and he doesn't bring anything else, and like if there's a game where he's doing fuck all, he's not gonna fight anybody, he's not gonna throw any big hits, then that's just pointless in my opinion. I think we should waive him or try and trade him. That's what I think we should do. And then you have a fourth line of Pizzetta, Lawton,
and Lawrence, that fourth line actually has identity. Pizzetta knows his purpose. He'll go out there. He's actually not bad defensively, believe it or not, but he just goes out there and he just crashes. He throws big hits. He'll stand up for his teammates. I feel like you need a chippy guy like that on the fourth line with Lawton. Like him and Lawton are similar personalities in terms of they're dickheads to play against. No one likes playing against them. Lorenz isn't there yet. I feel like he's got to get more of a chip on his shoulder, which I think would help him if he knows that he's playing with Lawton and Pizzetta. At least some bigger, like Pizzetta's a bigger guy. Like he should make you play a little bit taller. That's what I think they should do. Um, Now, as for the rest of the team, Joshua's eventually going to come back in. Now, as for who do you take out, that's where it gets a little bit tricky. It's tough. I mean, I thought that line with Robertson, McMahon, and I forgot who else was on that. I think it might was it Waugh. I think it was Waugh. I didn't really like that line that much. I thought Waugh was all right, but I didn't like how Robertson played or McMahon. The McMahon played really small, and that's not what we got. That's not what McMahon is. He knows he could play better than that. But I think we need to solidify our bottom six, like actually solidify it. And I think Pizzetta is one that you should call up. I feel like he's a great player. He knows his role. He plays with a lot of heart, and he gives it his all every single night. I feel like that's a guy that should be on the fourth line. Matthews has to just get back to his regular pace. Same with Nyes. I thought they didn't really play that good in my opinion. But your second line is always top notch. I mean, Johnny makes players better, and he had a great game. In my opinion, I thought he was a dog. He hounded pucks. Um, there were spurts where like that line didn't do much, but at the end of the day, that's the only line that actually produced. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. But they do have to get better. No, I'm not saying that this is a great game by any means. This is a game that they got out goalied. That's it. The Blue Jackets got out goalied, and not to say that even Graves played. I think his name's Graves. I don't not even to say he played bad. He played really good. I thought their goalie was outstanding. He played good against us last time we played against them too. It's just Wall was better, but we gave them grade A chances, numerous grade A chances. Like I think I think Fantilli had like 7 or 8 shots. At least 4 of them, I believe, were like grade A shots, grade A chances right in front of the goalie. He just couldn't bury him. So they got to get better defensively. I think it'll be a little bit better once Tanev comes back. I'm not going to say Carlo because Carlo's actually been pretty horrible, but yeah, we'll have to see once Tanny's back. We're definitely missing him. I really like the way Mermis has been playing. I think Stetcher's been all right. Mermis is just bringing that physicality. He's still got to get better with his first passes, but I thought he played okay. I thought Benoit had a pretty good game. McCabe's just he's usually always solid, so I thought he had a pretty solid game as well. Riley shit game as per usual. Just no physicality, nothing. But I mean, overall, I think we played okay, but I wouldn't say great. There's still a lot more work to do. I mean, we could easily lose the next 2 games and then we're just right back to where we started. So let's monitor it and see. And yeah, I mean, we got Washington on Friday, so hopefully that's a big game. It's going to be a physical one, so they got to bring that edge and that physicality. And we'll see who plays. Knowing Berube probably leaves the lineup the same. I think you take Yarncroke out, in my opinion. I think you take him out, and I'd call up Pizzetta. But if you're going to play one of the guys in the press box, I think you should play. I think you should play Joshua because he actually plays like a fourth liner. He'll throw hits and stuff like that. So I feel like that's what they should do. But if he doesn't make any changes, we'll just roll in and hopefully Waller stands on his head again because we'll need that. The tough one is playing the game on Saturday. Playing on Saturday, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, I don't know who's going to play first, but we'll see. I mean, it's either going to be Waller or Hill to be on Friday, and we better hope that they both have really good games because defensively we just collapse. So yeah, we'll see how it is. But that's pretty much it for this one here. We could also talk maybe a little bit about trades. I'll put a couple minutes there. We could just talk about trades.
Just quickly, the Canucks in Nashville, they seem to be getting rid of some players or open to getting rid of some players. I think I would take Evander Kane on our as a trade for like a Michelli, in my opinion. Just a simple swap. I think he brings that physicality and an edge, and he's a player that you kind of want to have on your team. I mean, look at the Oilers. Like, I'm not saying Evander Kane made up the entire Oilers, but they're doing a lot shittier this year without him, right? So I feel like he might benefit a change. I know he just got to Vancouver, but if he's open to coming here, I'd take him. I definitely take Kiefer Sherwood. I love Sherwood. I love the way he plays. That'd be another player that I would look into. I wouldn't really look into like Brock Besser and like Hoglander or whatever his name is. Like, I don't know. I'm not. Those are pretty much the only two guys. Those are playoff style guys that I would definitely take on the team. Quinn Hughes is another discussion, but I don't know if they're probably going to re-sign him. If not, though, I'd definitely be interested in that. What we can, I just don't know what the hell we'll give them. As for Nashville, I don't know. I'm not really interested in many people on Nashville other than Forsberg, and I don't think he's for sale. So I'm not really into Stamkos. I don't think the Leafs should go for Stammer. He's older, and their team's already old enough, in my opinion. Ryan O'Reilly doesn't want to be here, so I wouldn't go for him. The only one I would go for is like Bunting. If I feel like if you don't make any sort of deal with Vancouver for a player, I think I think Bunting would be a good option as well. He's played with Matthews before. They played pretty good together. He's chippy. He's a bit of a piece of shit, which is nice. He's not going to lead massive hits, but he's a chirper. And I think a guy like, when you have more guys like that, kind of like Lawton types, like him, Lawton, Joshua, guys that kind of get into players' heads and are just annoying. I think those are ones that you really cherish in the playoffs. But again, that's just my thoughts on it. You guys sound off in the comments what you guys think. And yeah, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you guys on Friday after the game. Hopefully, we get a nice win. And yeah, have a good rest of the day, guys. Take care.